Welcome, Jennifer.
Hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
And I'd like to take a few minutes here to just share some information about Jennifer. She is a wellness coach, consultant, and educator, a lifelong student of consciousness and somatic arts. She is an IIQTC Tai Chi Easy senior trainer, integral Qigong and Tai Chi instructor, certified Circle of Life coach, and certified Reiki practitioner. She holds a black belt in, I'm going to mess this up, hopefully not, Kokoro Shorin Ryu Karate, and has immersive studies. And her immersive studies have taken her as far as China, where she spent time in the Wudong Mountains, the birthplace of Tai Chi. Jennifer's dynamic teaching and coaching styles draws on her diverse interests and lifelong investigation of wellness and mind-body wisdom. Combining her interests in movement, meditation, and conscious growth, she's passionate about empowering others to discover their innate healing abilities. She is here today to help us explore moving meditation, perfect transition from the sitting that we've been doing so far, and boost your immune system with Qigong. The ancient art of cultivating Qi, your life force energy. Take charge of your health and let go of stress. Learn powerful relaxation techniques you can use virtually anytime and anywhere. As you go about your days, what kind of things does your mind come up with? Isn't it kind of fascinating how our egos like to comment and or criticize us all day? Wouldn't it be great if we could change that narrative inside our heads, let go of worry, feel more peace? For Jennifer, for years, she's tried to meditate sitting still and couldn't do it. Like a lot of us have trouble with it. Didn't want to sit still. Then she discovered the concept of moving meditation or mindful movement, Tai Chi and Qigong. Her life has not been the same ever since. Quite simply, for her, learning Tai Chi and Qigong is the best thing she's ever done for herself. She loves sharing these easy yet powerful techniques with us, as she is going to do right now. And thank you so much, Jennifer, for being here. And I welcome you to the Meditation Demystified stage. It's all yours.
Thank you so much, Mahesh. And thanks for all your work and to everybody who's been organizing. There's always so much more that we can't see that goes into putting something like this on. So deep bow of gratitude. And with that, let's do some sound opening. So let yourself fully arrive in your body. And maybe you want to move back and forth and notice your hips, your pelvic bone on the chair, and maybe rock back and forth and let yourself settle into a new alignment. And see if you can breathe into your spine and have the intention of elevating or elongating your spine. So just send your awareness. We know how powerful our intention and our awareness is. So imagine your vertebrae are stacked perfectly on top of each other. And again, if you want to move around, get comfortable, go right ahead. I'm going to ring the gong 3 times. We can take 3 deep breaths and let yourself again fully arrive in your body. So here we are, and let's place a hand on your heart and a hand on your tummy. Fundamental to Qigong and Tai Chi are the three Dantian, the lower, middle, and upper. So start to breathe deep if you're not already breathing deep, in through the nose, out through the mouth with a sigh of relief. So inhale, sigh it out. Let yourself make a noise if you're comfortable. If you're not, that's fine, but you're at home, nobody can hear you, so why not? Your voice is an incredibly powerful tool for your own healing. And we naturally sigh when things are somewhat frustrating or chaotic. We can get ahead of that curve by doing a sigh of relief whenever we feel like it. So again, hand on the heart, hand on the tummy, deep breath in. Sigh of relief. That was kind of a loud one. We'll do one a little more mellow. Oh. Can you feel the vibration in your whole body? Oh. Two more. Oh. Oh. The touch of the body, the touch of the hand on the body helps to draw your awareness there as well. So this simple movement can be you can program this, you can train with this. And when you need to tap into your meditative place in the chaos of daily life, you'll have it. It's like you'll have this in your back pocket. It's very powerful because we are often in Western culture, we're in our heads. And when we take the time to take a deep breath, let your awareness sink into your heart and to your gut, you can, sorry, I thought, just making sure you could hear me. I got a text, wasn't sure. Dropping the awareness into the body. Qigong is based on body or posture, breath, and present moment awareness. So a lot of what people have already spoken about is a part of Qigong. When we allow ourselves to move, when we're trying to pay attention to the mind, everything changes because we're not forcing our body into stillness. So let's do another movement. Rub your hands together like this, build up the energy. And then let your hands just float slowly apart. And wave your fingers and sense into the sensations that you might be experiencing. And you can do it again if you feel like, oh, I'm not really feeling that much. And of course, it's totally okay. People have different levels of sensitivities. So whatever you're feeling right now is perfect. You can draw a spiral on the center of your palm with each hand. And then visualize the harmonization of the opposites, which is what the yin-yang symbol denotes or represents. So not only is it the harmony of opposites, it's the complementary nature of opposites. So picture a yin-yang symbol in between your hands forming like a ball. Breathe deep, elongate the spine, let your hands float in and out. I have my hands higher so you can see at the middle dantian, the heart-mind center. Feel free to have yours lower, in front of the lower dantian. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。. 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 . 。 This is called discovering Qi. And I guarantee that if you try this exercise with sincere dedication, you will start to feel something between your hands if you're not already. Sometimes it feels like a fluffiness or a magnetic feeling. People often feel tingly, warmth. Now drop your hands, and we're now in front of the lower dantian. We're still moving in and out. This gives us an opportunity to unite the sea of qi in our lower dantian with the sea of qi that surrounds us. This is called ocean breathing. Breathing into your belly, breathing into your chest, elongating the spine. And this time, let the hands float all the way above the head, right? So we're rooting now. We are having the awareness of our qi going through the balls of our feet, out from our sacrum, spiraling into the earth. So again, this is part of one of the treasures, the body or posture treasure. There's many aspects to that. So if we root, we sink our energy, spiral it down through the floorboards, down through the foundation, the basement, the crawl space, whatever's down there, see it go into the earth. Root your energy. Let your hands come up through the central Tai Chi channel, clearing it, and again, over your head, stretching that spine upward. And doing a slight twist back and forth. We move from the center of our body. And now let the arms float down either side, sprouting up as you go, picturing space in between each vertebrae. Let's do one more. Let's do two more of those. So the central Tai Chi channel. Mahesh, would you show the torus slide, if possible? I'm going to take a slight moment to show you what your energy actually looks like. A fundamental part of Qigong is this Tai Chi channel. And that the rooting down and the extension upwards is reinforcing the fundamental pathways, how your energy flows. So the central Tai Chi channel comes from, if you can imagine a string or maybe a column of energy coming down from the sky, lifting your head up. And again, with the rooting. Oh, actually, would you do the other one, Mahesh? So this notion of yourself, you can picture your energy. The complementary nature is the central Tai Chi channel and this tube torus of energy around your body, right? And so when we flow with our hands, it's that empty space that's in the center of that torus field that we're enhancing. So while we have that, while we have that up, actually, if you have room to stand, let's all stand up. Come with your feet together. Shift the weight to one side, step out. Your feet are now shoulder width apart. And we'll do gathered chi. So we exist in this field of energy, and we can effortlessly gather chi when we calm our mind to do so. So the gathering chi is a scooping motion, and your arms go straight out and then up towards your face, and we bring it in. And it's as if we're pouring the energy into that torus field. Thank you, Mahesh. So the legs are slightly bent, arms are scooping out, and as the hands come in front, it's as if we are cleaning out that Tai Chi channel. We're letting go anything that's not serving us. It's like it's going into the earth and being composted. So a deep breath in. Imagining the energy coming in through the top of your head and then clearing it out. It's like a squeegee that we are allowing, inviting anything that's not serving us to lead through the soles of our feet, through the roots that we established. So we're breathing deep, we're elongating the spine, we're sinking our roots, we'll do two more. And now shift the weight to one leg. And you'll be stepping back over. It's as if you're pouring a pitcher of water from one leg to the other. So shift the leg, shift the weight, pick a leg, and then you shift the weight and step arms overhead, and you can seal that in with that closing motion. Now go back for just a moment with a hand on the heart and a hand on the lower dantian, and tune in. Now drop the arms to the side, bend the knees slightly, root or shift the weight to one of your legs, stepping out with the other, and we'll open again. We open, pitcher of water, and we sink. Now in this position, you can do a warrior's pose. The hand is like this, the middle finger is up, the other fingers are pointing out as straight as possible. You sink, elbows are slightly bent. Now this is dates way back. It's one of the fundamental practices for Gong Fu and all kinds of practitioners of martial arts. So an activated standing meditation is a great way to not only train your mind, but to train your body in terms of it will build strength. And then it can become kind of a game as you watch your thoughts, because you think, well, how long are we going to stay in this position here? My knees are getting tired, or do I have the hand position right? So it's a wonderful challenge to do standing meditation. Now you can, and it gives you the opportunity, and feel free if this is not comfortable for you to move around. One of the things with Qigong and Tai Chi in the style that I studied is, in fact, let's just mix it up a little bit. Let's just let yourself come out of that position. We'll do some tapping. Pat yourself on the back. Great job. You showed up. You're learning self-care. There's never been a better time for self-care, right? And pat yourself on the back on the other shoulder, and then down the arms and back up. Breathing deep, moving. And let's go down the legs. Outside of the leg, up on the inside. Outside, inside. And then tap the back, lower back. Say hello to the kidneys. Thank you. Thank you, body. And then around your torso in a clockwise direction, following the path of digestion. And then back of the neck, top of head, and raindrops on your face, extra lightly, very light. And let's go back to that warrior pose. So anytime during your practice, you can mix it up and tune into your body. There's an old story of a Gong Fu master who had a lot of students who wanted to study with him. And he put the students in this pose and left. Went out, I think got some lunch or something, and came back a few hours later to see who was still maintaining the pose. And those were the students that he felt were dedicated enough to study with him. These days, fortunately, we don't have to go through such trials. There are amazing teachers this weekend, for example, and all over. So, but it is interesting to consider the regimen or the self-discipline that is necessary when we want to excel at these arts. Let your hands drop to the side. We'll go into flowing motion. So palms are up, breath in, and then down. The movement is coming from the center. Your knees are slightly bent. You're rooting. You're extending upwards. This will naturally create space in the body, which will automatically help reduce blood pressure. It will allow your blood to flow more easily, getting vital nutrients deep into the capillary system. It will also supercharge the lymph system. So Qigong, with its combination of breathing, meditation, and gentle movement, is one of the best things you can do for your health, because it brings you into a state of homeostasis, where the body is allowed to function optimally. We'll do two more. It's customary to close the same way you open, but not mandatory. In any event, shift the weight to one side, pour that pitcher of water, arms overhead, close it. A nice way to close is one hand on top of the other and the lower dantian. And just imagine sealing this energy in for a time when you might need it. Some other point in time when you don't have the luxury of meditating. So come find your chair. And there's one aspect of Qigong that I haven't yet mentioned, and that's perhaps one of the most powerful components, which is self-massage. So we are all healers. We just haven't been taught how to heal ourselves. That's one of the reasons I fell in love with Qigong, was I fell in love with the concept of self-healing and maximizing health and wellness, doing everything I could possible to stay in the state of health. So with that, these are your primary tools for self-healing, right? So through acupuncture, we know that different parts of the body have reflexology points. So one of the things you can do is hands, ear, and feet massage. So take one hand, take the other hand, and grab this thick webbing in between the first finger and your thumb. Now you are breathing deep. You're still tuning into the other treasures in the sense of body posture, breathing, present moment awareness. And this webbing right here is a deep relaxation point. It's good for insomnia. And it's one of the most commonly prescribed points in acupuncture. It's used in many acupuncture sessions, include this point because it's a governor. And then do the other hand. And then bring your hands together like this and just wring them out and thank your hands, right? It's like our body, especially our hands, does so much for us. And when we take the time to thank it and nurture it, they really know. So each of the valleys in between the bones of the hand are worth checking out. And you can do that with your thumb. So you can use your thumb at the base, find that valley in between the bones of your hand. And again, it's this concept of wringing it out or cleaning out the chi. The chi tends to get stuck in the joints, right? So the self-massage helps address that. Find each of the channels, do a slow motion. As far as how much pressure goes, the stronger the better, if you can take it. If there's a point that's sensitive, make a note of that and you can come back to it. That means you might want to give it extra attention if it is sensitive. Another thing you can do is on the fingertips on either side of the cuticles, right? That is an extra powerful release point as well. So do that on either side. And then shake the hands out. And let's do a quick treatment of the ears. So pull on your earlobes and then start to grip the sides of your ears in between your forefinger and thumb. Again, thanking your ears. A principle of Qigong is the inner smile, right? So whenever we do Qigong, it's with an attitude of smiling to our body. Now go inside in the cartilage, sort of there's a flat part of your ear that is right up against the skull. If you push right on that, that's a good release. You can fold your ear forward. When you're down at the base of the lobe of the ear, that corresponds to the head. And then the spine goes up around the ear. It's like a baby in the fetal position, upside down. That's the reflexology map of the ears. And the hands and the feet have these same reflexology points where when you massage your hands, your feet, and your ears, you're essentially treating your whole body. So it's an excellent component to the rest of your practice. I mentioned the inner smile, and I'm a big fan of acronyms. So I came up with one for you all today, and because the witness is so important. When we meditate, we witness the mind. When you combine that with the inner smile, you get more energy, right? So and it helps you remember my name too, because my last name's Weiss, right? So, so this is a shameless way where I'm getting inside your head to make you know, just kidding. No, I have been somewhat obsessed with this W thing, the witness, the warrior, the welcoming. There's so much going on with the word witness, right? And then this inner smile is just super powerful. If you can remember this, and when you meditate, whatever kind of meditation you choose to do it with a sense of loving awareness. There's no right or wrong. It is like a pat on the back. You're here, you're showing up. This is like the best thing you can do for yourself. And it changes your relationship with your body. When you regard your body with the power of the witness and the inner smile, it's I don't know, it's almost beyond words, because we're simply not taught this, and it's very powerful. And you are a healer, and you can heal yourself along with whatever else you do to maintain health. A meditative practice of any kind will help, because stress, even before the pandemic, stress was a part of anywhere from 70 to 90% of all health conditions, depending on the study you read. Stress was a major part of it. So by choosing to learn how to meditate, your stress levels are automatically going to go down. Your immune system is automatically going to work better for you. And even if you do it wrong. So I really encourage you, if you don't have a daily practice already, to find a style that works for you and set a time. Most of us have phones. Set a timer, even 5 minutes a day. I mean, who doesn't have 5 minutes a day for something? And then you also can experiment with making the leap to have your practice be part of your day as well. And for that, I have another little thing that, okay, I'm being vulnerable here, but this is kind of new. There is a tape inside your head, right? And I made a little rhyme. And I also found this tape player. Oh my gosh, remember these guys? All right. For those of you who haven't seen these ever, these are cassette players. They had these little tapes in them, right? And you have one in your head, all right? And well, here goes. There's a tape inside your head. What's it saying? There's a tape inside your head. What's playing? There's a tape inside, so why not get wise and listen to what it's saying? The tape in your head is like the one in the box, and it plays all day long. Could be good or it could be bad, so it's time you decide what to put on. There's a tape inside your head. What's playing? There's a tape inside your head. What's it saying? There's a tape inside, so why not get wise and listen to what it's saying? And just so you can see it work. Oh my goodness. Oh, the power cord. I mean, the metaphors just keep coming, right? The power cord, the electricity, the tuning in to what frequency you want to play on. All right, well, now it's acting up. Of course, we're having tech issues. You get the idea. It's a cassette player. You've got a tape in your head. I need some water. And thanks for being here today. And thanks for being curious about your own consciousness. The thing I'll leave you with is the idea of moving meditation. The key is to have radical attention to the present moment. And when you let yourself move and you radically tune in, like right now, you can tune into the way the floor feels on your feet. You can tune into your shoulders and let them drop and sink a little. You can tune into the idea of whether or not you're elongating that spine. So life and gravity tend to wear us down, tend to compress the spine. We have to use the power of our minds to counterbalance that. So with the three treasures of Qigong, body posture, breath, present moment awareness, you can use those as keys all day long. And it took me a while. I'd taken several Qigong classes before I realized, wait a minute, I could be doing the three treasures all day long, right? And all that means is, like some other people have mentioned, no matter what you're doing, of course you can tune into the mind and the witness. The beauty of the witness and the inner smile is that you can come to a point where you are actually, you can be entertained by the machinations of the ego. Instead of judging your judgments, you simply witness. A nice metaphor is the idea of a train. Your conscious thought process is like a train going across these tracks. But not only are you the train, you are the train tracks, and you're the landscape upon which those tracks were laid. You are the world. You know, the Wuji state and the supreme irony of meditation is that people consider it to be boring, when actually it's like the most exquisite state of being, to be in a pure witness state, right? And you can get there through humor. You can. There's so many ways to explore this territory. So make friends with the witness, and make friends with your own body. Thank your body. Let it move if you're drawn to this practice, and have fun. So a little bit on Qigong, the word itself. The Qi can be loosely translated as life force energy. And it actually, though, relates to something almost impossible to put into words, because the Qi is the force that runs the entire universe. It's the force that allows plants to grow. It's the force that keeps the sun in orbit. So while we have this loose translation for qi, there's also something that goes beyond the ability to even express it in words. And then the gong is to cultivate, to practice, or to work. So by doing qigong, we are practicing or cultivating a kind of life force essence and energy that is almost impossible to name. And that is the wuji that people refer to. And there's also yuan qi, which is the time before the Big Bang. So it's the original qi, the primordial qi. In the Chinese culture, there's like thousands of kind of qi because it pervades all life. It pervades their sense of existence. And that the yin yang symbol is actually the Tai Chi symbol. So that symbol is actually represents the cosmology of nature and how things change, how things arise in nature. And it's always one side and then the other. So there's the rooting down and there's the extending up. There's the left and the right. There's the expansion and the contraction. So simply contemplating that symbol can be a jumping off point as well for your practice.
Thank you so much, Jennifer, for sharing your practice and for sharing the movement. We've been sitting down all morning, getting up, moving our legs, getting a little chi energy flowing. Thank you. And I'd also like to say that the one thing I also have taken away here, besides the witness energy or witness inner smile energy, yes, witness inner smile energy, is also having fun, is also enjoying the practice. Even if, like you said, this is some rhyme that you made, we all connected with it in some way. So thank you for sharing that as well, and the tape recorder. I have a couple of slides from Jennifer that she shared. I'm happy to pass that along to anybody who is interested in taking a look. She also has all her information on her bio. If you want to connect with her, feel free to do so. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you for being on our stage and gracing Meditation Demystified Conference.